Have you ever felt trapped in an endless cycle, where every distraction, every escape from reality, seems to offer temporary relief, but deep down, only pulls you further from your true goals? What you may not realize is that these habits have a profound impact on your life, weakening your productivity, mental health, and, of course, your future. Are you simply distracting yourself, or are you actually wasting the one thing you can't get back, time? Welcome to Personal Metamorphosis, the place where we seek the truth that frees you from the chains you've placed on yourself. Here, we call you a butterfly, because we know there is immense potential within you waiting to emerge. We're here to guide you through this transformation process, facing the challenges and pain necessary for growth. And if you're not yet part of our family, subscribe now and start your transformation today. Stay with me until the end of this video, because together, we will explore how these vices and distractions are stealing your power, and how you can begin changing your trajectory today. The path to freedom begins with understanding, and you won't want to miss the keys to unlocking your true strength. Distractions may seem harmless at first. That video on your phone, the game that promises momentary pleasure, or going out for another hangout that seems like just simple fun. But what you don't see is how these actions accumulate, like an invisible weight adding to your life, pushing you further from your dreams. Whether it's the pursuit of instant pleasure, constant comparison to others, or addiction to social media, these behaviors create a cycle of mediocrity that weakens your productivity and mental health. It's not just a distraction, it's a detour that can lead you to a life of frustration. The truth is, we are living in an era where instant gratification and escapism are more accessible than ever, and many of us fall into this trap without realizing it. The first step to transformation is awareness, and by revealing these habits, we want you to clearly see the invisible enemies preventing you from living a full and fulfilled life. 1. Distraction during work or responsibilities. The impact of distractions during work or moments of responsibility is profound and often underestimated. When focus is lost on important tasks, whether due to unnecessary conversations, phone notifications, or meaningless videos, the final outcome tends to be compromised, even if concentration appears to be regained afterward. Constant interruptions affect the continuity of work, creating a disconnect between effort and the final goal, which reduces the quality of the result. These distractions create the illusion of immediate relief, but in reality, they only overload the mind, which is already saturated with stimuli. This accumulation of information leads to a dopamine crisis, where the pursuit of instant gratification becomes a pattern, making work increasingly difficult and unpleasant. Instead of contributing to well-being or productivity, distractions fuel procrastination, which over time decreases efficiency and professionalism. Both personal and professional obligations begin to pile up, and simple tasks become more complex and time-consuming to resolve. If this behavior is maintained, it paves the way for mediocrity. Managing focus and attention, without succumbing to distractions, is essential to avoid the cycle of procrastination and dissatisfaction, preserving quality of life and the ability to effectively achieve goals. 2. Video game addiction. Video game addiction is like a trap that consumes a person's time and resources, diverting them from their responsibilities and true goals. Although games were originally created for fun and leisure, many of them, especially those offering online interactions, are designed in a highly addictive way, aiming to hook players and keep them engaged for long hours. This type of entertainment, which may seem like a form of relaxation, ends up creating a vicious cycle. The player, in search of momentary pleasure, neglects daily tasks, loses focus on life goals, and finds themselves immersed in a virtual universe that, while providing immediate rewards, does not contribute to personal growth or real well-being. Moreover, by investing so much time in these games, the individual begins to prioritize virtual goals over real-world achievements. The pursuit of a simple item or achievement within the game starts to dominate their thoughts, while genuine needs and desires from daily life are set aside. Over time, this can lead to increasing frustration, as the satisfaction provided by the games is not lasting, and the person feels further and further from genuine fulfillment. This incessant pursuit of something that does not exist in reality begins to undermine performance in other areas of life, turning a simple pastime into an addiction that affects mental, emotional, and even financial health. The time and resources that could be used to learn something new, work on personal projects, or improve quality of life are consumed by this behavior, creating a significant imbalance in the person's life. The more a person gives into this cycle, the harder it becomes to break free, as games become a constant escape from reality, a way to deal with frustrations and discomforts of daily life. Thus, video game addiction becomes an obstacle that hinders personal progress, keeping the individual away from true happiness and fulfillment. 3. Excessive social outings and drinking. The habit of constantly gathering with others to go out, socialize, drink, and distract oneself in bars can lead to various drawbacks. While these moments may seem like a legitimate form of leisure, over time, they tend to turn into an addiction. When these outings become frequent, they consume a considerable amount of money and weaken health, especially due to the excessive consumption of alcohol and unhealthy food. Furthermore, this behavior can lead to mental numbness, making it difficult to reflect and make decisions. The momentary pleasure of such experiences often hides the lack of a deeper purpose, creating a routine that, although involving social activities, does not contribute to personal growth or progress. Over time, conversations and activities during these occasions can become increasingly superficial, focused on gossip and trivialities. This constant search for distraction can harm one's ability to concentrate on personal responsibilities and goals, resulting in a life centered around fleeting pleasures, with no concrete results or lasting achievements. This lifestyle can create a cycle of mediocrity, where the person finds themselves in a constant back and forth of distractions, without making real progress or developing their potential meaningfully. Thus, the pursuit of immediate relief ends up diverting attention from the more important issues, compromising personal development and the achievement of greater goals. For comparison with others and the pursuit of quick fixes. Many people have the tendency to compare themselves with others, especially with those who seem to have a life of material success. This constant comparison, often fueled by social media, creates feelings of inadequacy and frustration, leading the individual to believe they are falling behind, that they haven't achieved what they should have by now. Additionally, the desire to achieve wealth quickly and easily can become a major problem, as many of these promises of success involve superficial solutions, such as dubious financial schemes or miracle formulas to get rich. Often, these paths are not only illusions but also traps, which, instead of offering real progress, can lead to financial and emotional losses. By clinging to these false promises, the individual loses focus on what is truly important and on the solid building of a better future. The relentless search for shortcuts can actually make the path harder, creating a false sense of urgency, while at the same time pulling the individual away from concrete and sustainable actions that could truly help them achieve their goals. This obsession with quick fixes and constant comparison with others ends up distracting from what is essential for personal and professional fulfillment. Instead of growing through consistent efforts, the person becomes trapped in a cycle of frustration, where real achievements are swapped for superficial results that don't bring true or lasting satisfaction. Now that you know the dangers of these distractions, I invite you to join this journey. Become part of our butterfly family and keep exploring the personal metamorphosis videos to discover more about your own potential and learn how to break the chains that hold you back. Let's turn every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. Leave a comment below sharing how distractions have affected your life and what you're doing to deal with them. Your experience could be the key to helping others break free from this cycle as well. Remember, just like the butterfly, you have wings to fly high.